it's Luke Sam Sowden. Yeah, he's at it once again. Well, now it's Luke Sam Sowden. Yeah, he's at it once again. You know that I'm so proud to call him one of my good friends.
Hi guys, I'm going to be doing the favourites tag, which is basically my favourites for July. Now, there is a lot of people that do these, but I'm just going to sort of switch it up a bit, so I hope you enjoy it. I should mention that on Monday, if you've been reading my Tumblr or you've been following me on Twitter, which you should do, I'll link them somewhere on the page, I'm going for my eye appointment, so hopefully I'll be vlogging that and hopefully that you'll like that. And I am thinking about doing a sort of, you know, top 5 apps or websites, or what websites are good for accessibility and which ones aren't. So if you want me to do that, please like or leave a comment somewhere so that I know to do them. So hope you enjoy. So this is the favourites tag for July. I am going to be doing another tag which will be coming in about 2 weeks time because it's my birthday on the 8th, and I'm going to be doing the birthday tag. I don't know if you've heard of it, but I'll be doing that, so make sure to look out for that. But anyway, let me get into this. The first one is my favourite smell of July. Now, the favourite smell that I like, because it's been hot in the UK, is grass. Now, obviously, if you've been watching my previous videos, you'll know that I suffer majorly from hay fever, and yeah. So unless I take my hay fever tablet, it's absolute exhaustion. Yeah, it's not a good thing, but I have been remembering to take them, which is good because I do actually quite like the summery smells. But yeah, that's my favourite smell of July. Sorry. Then next we have the more or less, it's very similar, but the scent, not smell, but scent, which is different because smell is what you smell in the air. Scent is if you pass someone and you think that smells nice. So hopefully you remember the difference, because I'm sure I get a lot of questions going, why have you done the same? But there you go. So anyway, scent is, I do quite like the it's like a strawberry sweet sort of scent that I've been smelling, which a lot of people seem to be wearing, which obviously, summer, UK, you've not had the heat for quite a fair few months, so obviously you're going to be, do you know what I mean? But that's what I've been smelling in the air, sort of strawberry, sticky, sweet sort of smells, so yeah, but there you go. Then next is taste, favourite taste of July, sorry, which is strawberries. I love strawberries. I don't know why, but I do. Probably because they're my favourite colour, which is red. If you haven't watched the 50 Questions About Me tag, I'll link that below as well. Shameless self-promoting, I should say, but there you go. But yeah, strawberries, it's the sweet but sour taste, I think, that I like of them, because you can get strawberries that are really, really sweet and then some that are quite bitter and sour, so yeah, that's what I like. Then is the texture. The texture I've been quite liking is, now this is quite strange, but it's mainly fabric texture that I like. Do you know what I mean? The texture of a fabric against maybe your skin or something, but not the heavy sort of textures, the heavy sort of fabrics, I should say, the lighter sort of styles, because obviously it's summer and I don't, do you know what I mean? You don't want to be wearing a lot of heavy sort of styles of clothing, but yeah. Texture. Feeling is warmth, really, for July, because obviously if you aren't in the UK then you won't notice, but it has been like a million degrees basically compared to normally what we get in summer. Normally around this time it's absolutely tipping it down with rain, so yeah, it's nice to see the sun, but yeah, the nice warm heat sort of feeling, that, do you know what I mean? Then next is food, my favourite food of July. Now, I have said about tastes, now this is different. My favourite food of July has to be, I can't remember what it's called. Silly Luke. It's the pineapple fruit, but it has to be frozen, if that makes sense. mainly because with the sun, I like to eat very, do you know what I mean, summery sort of things, and obviously pineapple is gorgeous. If you don't like the chunks of pineapple, or actually decoring and chopping up a ginormous pineapple, I'd suggest just getting it in tins or in a juice or anywhere that you can get it, because trust me, it is so nice in the summer, especially if you have it with like ice, or if you're a bit sneaky, maybe with some alcoholic. I'm not really that much of a big drinker, but there you go. Then is app. Now my favourite app of July has to be the Tap Tap C, which a good friend of mine, Alvaro, I'll link his Facebook page because he's on YouTube at the minute, but he does have a podcast, so I'll link that below as well. And basically what you do is you you turn on your phone, you basically go into the app, turn a voiceover on because I am visually impaired, and you double tap on the screen. The screen then takes a picture, you give it a couple of seconds to process. I must say that you do actually need Wi-Fi for this, or an internet connection, but it takes a couple of minutes to process, and then VoiceOver will tell you exactly what's in front of you. Now, if you want me to do a demo of that, please leave a link below, because it's my favourite app. Favourite website that I've been addicted to is Spotify. Now, I am quite tech tech savvy, I suppose. I do like computers, technology. But I always thought that Spotify you had to pay for. Now it turns out that actually on the internet, if you use the web version or the desktop version, you don't actually have to pay. So what I'd suggest doing is going and doing what I do, because it is, if you use it in black and white or VoiceOver or whatever, it is a bit hard to use. But it's a very good site because you can type in as many different artists as you want, and then you can either listen to the artist's specific radio. So say if you liked Pink, you'd get more rockier sort of pop tones, or if you liked, I don't know, some sort of indie sort of thing, if you put one of them in, you get the, do you know what I mean? But then you can listen to their specific radios, or you can just hit the radio button, and what it'll do is it'll basically compile a great big list of all the radio stations that you were subscribed to, and just give you a great big long radio sort of station. I must say that there is a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. But basically, you do actually have to listen to, like, every 3 or 4 songs you will listen to and add an advert. Now, they are the strangest adverts that you will ever hear on the planet, but I suppose that's how they make the money, so they have to do it somewhere. Next is my favourite person of the month. Now, the person that I am just addicted to, I love her voice, love her personality. You will have heard me talk about her in my YouTube's award tag. Is her YouTube name is Saturday Nights Alright. Now, I'll link her YouTube URL below, because obviously you really do need to go check her out. Then next is my favourite song, and now I do have 2, and the one is the one that you've probably just heard, because I will have put it somewhere in the video, which is the new intro that I got off a very good friend of mine called Jamming Joe Book. You will have heard me mention him many, many times, and I'll mention him again many, many times, because he's a good, good person. So you need to go check all his music out, so I'll link him below somewhere. And then the other one is, it's a song by Bruno Mars called Treasure, but it's not the Bruno Mars version that I like, it's the version by Savannah Alton. If you can hear that buzzing, it's, I don't know actually where it is, probably the boiler, because I'm sat in the shaped room, but there you go. Music, which is by Savannah Alton. Now I'll link her YouTube URL below, because trust me, you really need to go check that out, it's so good. I think it's called The New Velvets. It's very jazzy, but at the same time pop, if that makes sense. It sounds like the original, but it doesn't sound like the original. I'm aware that sounds absolutely alien to most people, but trust me, just go check it out. Next is my favourite YouTube video of the minute. Now, my favourite one that I love is who's it by? is losing my marbles here today. Is the well, actually, it's the video, because the song that I've just mentioned, The Treasures, has a video alongside it, and that's the video that I like. I'm aware I'm going totally out of my mind today, because obviously, how can you not forget that it's the video to the song that you've just mentioned? Yeah, a bit ditzy today, but there you go. But I'll remember to link Savannah Houghton's YouTube URL and the video URL below, so hopefully go check that out. And then last but not least is my favourite TV show of the minute, of July. Now, obviously, that has to go to Once Upon a Time, and it'll probably change once Once Upon a Time ends, because I'm really looking forward to a new show that's starting. Well, it's a new show, but it's one of my favourite shows, which probably tops Once Upon a Time, which starts next Friday. Well, not next Friday, Friday the 9th, which is the day after my birthday. Which is Nikita. Now, if you love sort of action, sort of thriller, basically, she used to be a secret agent and she's gone rogue. Now, it is absolutely amazing. The sound effects, oh my god, the sound effects are just blow you away, and so does the visual effects. So make sure to go check that out. And that concludes my July favourites. I will be doing an August one, but and I will be doing the birthday tag, which I'm yet to finish sort of creating and doing that. So hopefully you enjoy this, and hopefully enjoy the future tags that I'm going to do. If you did like this, remember to like, share, subscribe. If you want to get in touch, leave a comment. Go check out all my social media things, because I'd love to hear from you. Any other videos that you can think for me to do, please leave them in the comments below. And I hope you have an ace week. Bye!